Hey, I'm Jordan Back from Foxborough, Massachusetts, and I support West Bromwich Albion. And you're listening to the Arsenal podcast. Nope, wait, nope. It's the DU Football Show.
Not a lot of boing boing in their life right now. They're bottom half of the table for a team that's normally in a playoff spot. Yeah, they're not having a good go. I couldn't do Danny 2 weeks in a row. I couldn't do it to them. They'd be kind of rude. So let's start the show.
Forget the land of Louis Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. What's with the eye and drink your rye? Sam Houston. Arsenal fans have another Sam. Right, yay, the fucking Gooner Graham. Snow of the Lord. What's straight and short? Sam Graham, hey. Sam Graham.
Hello and welcome to DU Does EFL, a completely biased brief recap of the rest of English football as told by two common American schmucks. I'm your host, Sam Houston, and across the internets from me is my fellow brother of Smooth, Alan, Newcastle supporter. How you doing, brother?
Yeah. Oh, good, man. You know, I've lost a derby. I want to kill myself.
Well, we're about to talk about the league. We're about to talk about the league that normally we say Saturday whenever it was something that was satire. But the funny story after that. The thing you have to remember is this was a team that got promoted from the championship that beat you in your derby yesterday to add salt to the wound.
Yep, that is what I remember. Yeah.
The nomenclature of this show is very important. It is DU Does EFL. Now, sometimes I slip up and says does the EFL, but Debbie did not do the Dallas.
That's
Debbie
fair.
did Dallas. Hence, DU Does EFL. That is how it's supposed to work.
Like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And of course, on the ones and twos, producer Mel over there looking very disheveled.
I'm just annoyed because I came up with that title.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I just threw it out there and you guys went, yeah, that's it. I went, fuck me.
Yeah. And also, it's the place of a man to take any good idea. I'm sorry. It's the place of a white man to take any good idea that his wife gives him and make it his own and make him look like the genius. It's how we're supposed to roll. Like, it's what we do. We win. We're white men. Like,
Saturday, eat the rich, not Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, my goodness. We are recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Should you want to chat with us, there is many ways that you can. Alan, try number 2. Tell people how they can get in touch.
At DU Football Show and all your favorite social media platforms, dufootballshow@gmail.com if you're into that emailing. And then do you guys do Patreon now? Or you just
yes, we do. I mean, you pay for it, motherfucker.
I do. I don't know what happens. Patreon.com/DU Football Show. That's where you want it. If you want to pay, not me, Sam and Mel and other Sam, a couple ducats for this beautiful stuff we do.
Excellent. We are drinking the exact same shit we drank in the last show.
Championship corner.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no.
That oh no is Mel doing her impression of Rebecca Lowe.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's her doing that
That's
thing.
amazing.
The Saturday bit, the story I wanted to tell you before we go into what's happening in the championship would be we once got banned on YouTube because I decided to do a bit of pretending like I was Alex Jones, and it was during the vid years, and I had a big stack of papers, and it was Everton were last place in the league and things were going really kind of crappy. And I started saying, I have read all the documents, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm like knocking around the papers and making up the whole thing that Mashiri was with Arsenal and that it was Arsenal and the Big Six. And words you're not allowed to say because this video will be on YouTube and it will get flagged. But think of like global things that end in ist, and the new world arrangement of things, and then I started talking about things that go into your arm that help cure diseases. But with VAR microchips in them, and that they were recording your every move, and that they were rating your social credit score and all of those things. I
mean, I think this is getting flagged already.
You got to talk it in code, man. You got to. And the other thing we learned is you have to scream that it's satire. It's not real. It's satire. Everybody, fuck off. But she had the X-Files music playing, and I had the. Nice. I mean, and I went. That's good. Method, baby. I went there. I was like,
good.
God talks to me. Day-Lewis, what time it is? I'm fighting demons. I am gonna find my Jonesian inspiration. And I went full bore, and it got banned.
It's turning the frogs gay, man. You can't talk about it.
Turning the freaking frog gay, baby. All right, so into the championship. Fat Frank's Coventry has a 5-point grip on the championship. 14 wins, 5 draws, only 2 losses. One of them to Wrexham, funny enough. A goal differential of plus 30 on 47 points. 52 goals for, 22 against. 5 players over 7 goals in the top 20 scorers in the championship right now. It is insane the role this team is on.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Well, that's kind of
wild.
They've been
on this team
in the playoffs for a while, and then last year they had a massive drop off, and then Fat Frank came in and rushed them into the playoffs right at the end, and they lost in the first round because they were like one of the last teams to get in. But we might see old Frankie Lampard back in the Premier League with yet another club manager. It would be his 4th job in the Premier League because remember, Chelsea, they decided to use him twice. No.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Boro are just behind him on 42 points, but only a plus 11 goal differential, even though their only difference is a couple of draws and a loss more, right? And that's even with Rob Edwards leaving them to go manage Wolves. And they're still just cruising right along. Again, Boro, another one of those teams who's been kind of in and around it, and it's really starting to feel like it's those two's time. Like,
it's been a couple of years that we've joked about getting a Tyne Tees derby before we got a Tyne Weir, because Middlesbrough we kept flirting with coming up and never came up. So that'd be interesting to see. But we'd get two derby or 2 sets of derbies too.
I'm also here for some, a couple of teams. Borough's only been up once since I've been paying attention, which was around 2010. So be nice to see them up. Coventry, I believe, haven't been up since the 90s. It was the last time they were up.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work for me. Wrapping out the rest of the remaining 6, Preston North End, Millwall.
I saw that.
Millwall are in 4th. Ipswich are in 6th. Now, Ipswich have been towards the bottom of the table almost the whole start of the year. So they've been on a big run.
Yeah.
So they could sneak their way back up again. And another one that no one expected, Hull City is in 6th right now. So we could see some.
I actually saw I don't know who Hull played in the last like week or two, but I definitely saw like a reel or a tick. I think an Instagram reel of them being like, "You're getting mauled by the Tigers," and I was like, "This is fucking rich." Like they were doing this and everything. So good.
I
Yeah,
love that.
so
All those
good.
right there. Put it in the
Yep.
veins.
Yeah.
I'm fucking here for it all the time. Here's the only thing I
that's right.
know about all of this, right? Millwall being in and around the playoff spots. They can only go up if West Ham survive.
That's fair.
They have
Yeah,
like
it has to happen.
next year. That has to. We finally got the time where.
Yeah.
Please let West Ham survive and let Millwall come up and give us that derby in the Prem.
It's probably a bad idea, honestly.
I can guarantee you both kickoffs will be the 7:30 Saturday morning lunch game.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. And that'll be the one where the police escort the visiting fans directly to the den. They all go into the stadium 2 hours before the Millwall supporters show up. They all stay in the stadium 2 hours until after the Millwall players go out into the bus and get police escorted back to the Olympic Stadium.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of the same was with us, but yeah, holy shit, that would be wild.
Yeah. That's what they did with Pompey and Southampton when they finally had their South Coast derby this year. The Pompey fans were there 2 hours before the match and left 2 hours after the match. And they were specifically told no one in Pompey colors in the city of Southampton. Like, you're not allowed to walk around. If you live in Southampton and you're a Pompey supporter, you ain't wearing the shit that day. Period. End of discussion. Yep. You're just not allowed to. You know,
how it goes.
Yeah, that's how you have to treat those ones, because those are some, like, much like yours. Like, my rivalry is a rivalry, but we all kind of share the city together, so we don't hate each other. The two city rivalries, you fucking guys just hate each other's cities.
Yeah.
You hate each other's cities on a daily basis, not on a match day. You just hate each other all the fucking time. You know?
Yeah. I was explaining it to some of the newbies, and I had to give them a crash course. But that's how it goes.
Yep, exactly. Now, a couple of notables. We have Leicester and Southampton, who both recently were demoted, relegated last season. They're in 8th and 10th place, respectively. Wrexham doing a good job of figuring out how to survive, sitting in 15th right now. They've been as high as 10th, but they're, you know what? If you're Wrexham, this is exactly what you want this year. You don't need to get promoted to the Premier League. Just
no, God, no.
Couple 2-3 years, establish yourself in the championship, build a good program, manage your finances where you need them to be, because when you make the rise back up, you want to fucking stay there.
Yep.
Don't want to go down again. So, and really, ultimately, Wrexham as a club, despite the Hollywood money that's gone into them, they're really a championship side.
Yeah,
that's where they belong. That's where that club historically belongs, is as a championship side. And then Pompey, who we were just talking about, they were in the drop. They just got themselves a big win this week over Blackburn. Yep. Thank you. You noticed I was about to cough. That's a good.
Yeah, I got you.
Graham just lets me fucking hang out and dry. He's like, oh, who? Huh? What?
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's totally fucking tracks. And but they're out of the drop, and now currently Oxford, Norwich, which is a bit of a surprise because they're kind of part of the furniture of the championship.
Yeah. Yep.
And Sheffield Wednesday are in the bottom now. Let me tell you about Sheffield Wednesday. They are on -9 points because they received a 12-point deduction because they went into administration. Their previous owner, when I talk about shit Mike Ashley aspires to do, they finally got him out. They got new ownership. They're rebuilding the club, all the good things, right? You thought Mike Ashley had his bit where he would put up all his Sports Direct advertisement and not charge so he could make his own back end money on everything.
Yeah.
The stadium has like the name of the club and the seats and like nicknames and stuff like that. The stands that would not have the TV camera, the other side.
Yeah.
He put his fucking name in those stands.
That's crazy.
I love it. That was Alan's eyes just went, huh? What?
That's wild.
Just imagine at St. James's Park on the other side, across from where it says like Magpies, right? On the other side, it says Ashley.
God. They would burn the fucking town to the ground, dude. They would never have. They would burn that fucking thing to the ground.
That is some diabolical shit, isn't it?
That's wild. That's why he made it, dude. He made it the Sports Direct Arena for like 12 hours.
Yeah,
and almost got crucified.
Be like,
yeah, that's
you will get a proper sponsor that will give this club fucking money that we can fucking spend on players, not your fucking pocketbook, asshole. Not a way to write off fucking tax money.
Yeah.
Although I'm surprised his ass hasn't tried to jump in and buy a couple of these clubs when they're on the down.
I thought I heard rumblings of him like being around like some League One sides.
Reading was one of the ones he was around.
Reading one,
ultimately went to someone else. Their owner, the most perfect name, and this will segue us into League One. The former owner's name, Chinese businessman. Well, hold on. His family are businessmen. He's a failed businessman and a failed owner, and he's kind of the asshole of the family that none of them like or respect. His name was Dai Young.
Awesome. You can't write this stuff sometimes, man.
Obviously, besides not paying the players and things of that nature, he was refusing to sell the club. There was a part ownership group in there that was just like, look, we'll give you the money. Like, we'll give you 25 million. Pull some Mike Ashley shit. Go down. The number's 30 now.
Nice.
Fine, 30. Well, what I really meant to say was 45.
Well, I meant by 30, I mean 45. So
yeah, and just that kind of constant, and of course, Reading, part of the furniture of the championship, right? They're not they'll make a brief appearance in the Prem, but they're a championship side. They're a top 10 championship side. That's who they are. And much like how Sunderland just kind of fell apart, they're down in League One. That last season, they almost went down completely. They managed to survive. It's the now Hull City manager who had them punching well above their weight class. And he left in January and went to Hull City, got them to survive and stay in the Prem. In Reading, at the end of this past season, were in the playoffs. They ended up losing to Leyton Orient, the O's. And, but like they started this year, they started in the bottom of the table. They've gotten themselves up, but it's just that repercussions of that old ownership just destroys the infrastructure of a club. And that much like what happened to Sunderland from when they had that fall from grace from the Premier League down to League One. It took them forever to rebuild themselves, and so in League One, you are going to hear a lot of names from time in the Premier League, and a lot of names you're going to probably go, they're not still in the championship? Because Cardiff City is sitting right now in first place with a 4-point lead, with a 4-3 lead over Doncaster. And besides them, you've got Bolton in fourth place. Luton Town, who did the double drop after the Premier League, they're in seventh.
Wow, did not know that.
They did the double drop last season. They went right back down. They went down another league. Barnsley in eighth place. You got Huddersfield Town. Remember them in the Prem? They're in place. They've been in League One now for a couple of seasons. Wigan, the darlings of the FA Cup. Martinez's team that beat
Martinez,
and that was great. Reading, of course, in 18th place. And another funny one, the posh Peterborough are now in 19th place. They were in the drop zone for the bulk of the season so far. They have just gotten outside of the drop zone. Remember, League One, 4 teams go down.
Yeah. Oof. Damn. Well, that's a lot of big names.
Yeah,
Big-ish
kind
names.
of, right? You're like,
yeah.
Like those are teams I'm used to being a lot higher, right?
Being
like,
championship sides, yeah. Like Huddersfield, especially Bolton, Reading, Wigan. Yeah.
Now
crazy.
Bolton, of course, suffered the same fate as Pompey, where they went all the way down to League Two. They almost went into administration, and they were almost completely folded as a club. So they're one. They've been in and around the playoffs now, like Pompey had been there for a while over the past 4 years. So that's kind of that team where like Graham and I are very much rooting for, because we'd like to see them back in the championship. We just kind of feel like they got a decent enough size stadium with the Reebok. It's like one club town. It's where they kind of belong, right? It feels like that's where they belong. But
I agree.
Now, finally, League Two, one of the original 12, and of course, a team very near and dear to my and Sam's heart, because we are friends, close personal friends, by the way, with heads groundkeeper Ben Kay. Accrington Stanley won over the midweek, but lost on the weekend. But they're still 7 points safe. So with Accy, we just stay in fucking professional football. That's all we care about, boys.
Yeah, just keep it moving. Yeah,
you ain't got to do much. You ain't got to do much else, because what they used to survive on, because they were a League One team for quite a while, is they used to survive on a lot of really good loans and stuff like that. And then when the likes of Stockport and Mansfield and Wrexham kind of started to come along in like these almost like super ownership clubs, like suddenly all the stuff that they used to get that was made their club so sustainable and good were all gone. So they're doing it with like bubble gum and fucking duct tape and hopes and dreams, and just stay the fuck up, boys. That's all we care about, man. Do your thing. League Cup darlings, Grimsby Town, who we all know for embarrassing Manchester United, couldn't happen to a better bunch of assholes. They were at one point in 3rd place in League Two. They have fallen all the way to 14th place in about a month's time. They have been on a bad run. But they did advance to the 3rd round of the FA Cup. And in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, they will be playing 6th Division, National League, Southside, Weston lowercase super capital Mare.
What? Is that the team name?
Weston Supermare. And you know who their mascot is?
Give my way downtown, walking fast. I'm a sick dog. Go fuck yourself.
The seagull of Weston Supermare. So at least either that team or Grimsby will be in the 4th round of the FA Cup.
That's crazy.
I know.
I like it.
So brilliant. So brilliant.
I thought I'd heard them all, man. That shit's crazy. I've never heard of that.
When Sam and I do our FA Cup shows and talk about like the clubs, like this is the club we salivate over, right? Like this is the club we want to talk about. Like we want Tamsworth from last year with Tom Tonks selling fucking sandwiches on the side and throws a mean long throw in. Not like this gauche fucking from like outside the 18 into the middle of the box. No, that motherfucker was throwing it from midfield to the edge of the 18 kind of shit.
That's great. Yeah.
And it was the only thing Tom Tonks had to offer to the game. He can throw the fuck out of the ball. Like, you know, he's getting work defensively. Doesn't matter. Just need him to hit one good throw.
He's gonna drop one on a dime. Yeah.
It's gonna be brilliant. It's gonna look like an NFL quarterback throwing it right on the penalty spot as one of our guys half volleys it into the back of the net.
Yes, sir.
And then the last thing to talk about is the top of the table of League Two is Walsall, who currently have a 4-point lead. They seem to be going well, but this is a little story I think you would get great enjoyment from. Last year, they had a 15-point lead at the top of the table at the start of February. They proceeded to lose or draw. I think they drew 5 and then lost all the rest until the final game of the season. They won, so they got the 7th spot in the playoffs. And then lost and got knocked out.
Lost, yeah.
From a 15-point lead. Like,
yeah,
that is
that's good.
Epic.
It's called a choke job.
Like, you think Arsenal likes to bottle it. Like,
oh, yeah, that's crazy.
The bottle of all bottle jobs.
But I mean, that's me. That's coming from the guy whose team dropped a 12-point lead and lost the league title. So.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
So, yeah, it happens.
Alrighty, that is going to wrap it up, boys and girls. Alan, I hope you enjoyed your little stroll down the where the other half lives, right?
Some good names. I have some names I haven't heard in a while.
I know. Well, that's
that's good.
I purposely wrote the show this week that way for you, just to kind of give you some shit. Yeah. You were like, I hadn't heard that name in a minute, man.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
good stuff.
Next up is going to be injury time. We're going to talk about the beers we were drinking, check in on our adopted club, our fantasy scores, and of course, preview the weekend's action. Producer Mel, should somebody want to support the show, how do they go about doing it?
Patreon.com/GU football show, or just scroll right on down to that link. If you went to the Drip Shack, you went too far, but go ahead and click on that anyways. But click on both and support the show one way or another.
You should actually, people, go look for shirts, because if you want something that's going to make Alan and I happy, we are the drippiest.
It is called the DU Drip Shack.
The Drip Shack.
We are so drippy.
You're so cringe.
We love
Isn't it over?
Don't
2011 called.
Don't hate.
They want their 90s reference back.
Don't hate my suit game.
That suit game's tough.
I have older black gentlemen complimenting my suit game on a regular basis. And frankly, Alan, isn't that all you need in life?
That's how you know it's good.
Grown ass man look at you and be like, kid, yeah, man, that your suit's on point. Be like, I can now die happy. I can die fucking happy, right?
Yep. That's really all you need.
Till next week, everybody.
Good night.